good evening, good day, good morning, good evening. Oh yeah, messed that up. Let's try again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night wherever you're watching in the world. And welcome back to Speed Force Racing. We are here at the Netherlands, Zandvoort, at Zandvoort. Round 11 of the worldwide celebration that is GP3. I'm your host, Shalanza29, and joining me is Macca.
Oh, go do one.
How are you, mate?
I'm joking to the dog. How are we doing, everyone? We've packed our bags from the other and we've gone to Zandvoort. We're on the coast. We're ready for a good race. And I'm probably gonna kill Shadow Arthur before the stream is done, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Right. Zandvoort. Very twisty circuit. Very few, but with very few overtaking opportunities, so to say.
Yeah. It's a very hard track to master, I'd say. Oh, and the amount of time trial I've put in and to only come out with a 10.6. That's my fastest time. But yeah. A very hard track, but it can provide some very good racing if there's a late safety car.
Definitely, mate.
Just waiting on everyone to ready up now. We've got about 7 more to ready up. We're probably going to go down to the timer, but yeah. Looking at the last race following Smoke's win after Martin got a penalty, I believe. Who do you fancy for this race?
Good question. Well, we're gonna have to go wait until quali, but in the meantime, we have the standings up. So you get first honours on drivers. I'll do the constructors.
Alright, last week's initial race winner ended up getting relegated to third after a penalty. SFR Martin is first in the standings with 115 points. Smoke has moved up to second on 105 as he presumed the race win after Martin's penalty. Very rough race for Mamba last week, sees him drop down into third in the standings after probably about a third of his race last time he was in the wall, or getting a new front wing. It's an Alfa Romeo 4 and 5 with Slayer and Sarge, and then Oliver and Xander following up in 6th and 7th. Surge, Dr. Special Energy and Rage Hunter round up the top 10. Bossy, who's had a turn of form in the last few races with back-to-back podiums, I believe, moves into 11th. Karsh, he's had a little bit of a struggle recently, sits 12th. A returning Janeji is in 13th, Scar Adams 14th. Kiviat Torpedo is in 15th, iReg 16th, Sweet Blues in 17th, Gogs and James Killer rounding out the standings in 18th and 19th.
Alright, perfect. Now, into the constructors. Let me get the qualifying boards up. Leading the way, which was more of a salvage job after what happened to Surge last week, is our Alpine on 172. Aston Martin after Smoke's win leapfrog both Alfa Romeo and Williams, who have had disastrous races. Both had a disastrous race last time out. In 5th place, we've got McLaren on Mercedes on 96, 1 point ahead of an improving McLaren on 95. In 7th place, we've got AlphaTauri in 79, with Haas in 8th on 53. Ferrari dropped down to 48 to P9 on 48. At rock bottom, you have Red Bull, who for whatever reason were absent last week, on 28. Now,
speaking of Red Bull, the first car coming out to the track,
Ooh.
I believe,
it is.
It's our reserve of Mazepin.
Oh no! Hopefully he doesn't end up living to his name.
He became a commentator's pet just by his name, safe to say, before the stream started. We had a good laugh, and
yeah.
Anyway, he seems like a nice guy in the Discord. I haven't seen his pace, but let's hope he can do all right.
Yeah, man. Right now, once we get the get across the line, we will do the weekly lap around the track with Macaulay.
Yeah, boy. I believe we'll run on board with Martin for, our championship leader. It's a very, very awkward track for qualifying, but it's so important. It's up there with Monaco for importance for qualifying. Because there's probably about 2 overtaking spots, maybe. Turn 1 and 3.
True, mate.
Turn 9 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
You get a good run. I believe it's turn 9. Yeah, turn 11, sorry.
Evening, Mad G. Hope you're well.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Once again, we've got Spinner already.
Oh, by the way,
Don't tell me.
no, it's not who you think it is, but we're going to go on board with Martin, as Macaulay suggested, for our lap around the track with
Yeah, he had to get out of the throttle before he even got to the lap. He almost smashed the wall there, right?
Yeah.
Brake on 50 metres, take a slightly wide exit, don't touch that curb or you will be spinning. Take just a slight amount of exit curb, keep as far left as here, don't touch that curb or you're spinning, don't touch this curb or you're spinning. Into turn 3 now, a tight line is actually preferred here, as you can get on the power a bit earlier and it just shortens your distance. Turn 4, 5 and 6 are nothing to this car. Turn 7 you want to take it in roughly 6th gear, 5th if you don't have the turn in. At least that's what I do. Turn 7 and 8. Turn 8 you want to go down to 5th gear, but turn 6 he's taking a lot of taking a lot higher gears, which is probably helping him with the traction. Turn 10. Turn 10 he's ran very deep on the exit there. Had to get out the throttle a bit, that's going to cost him a bit.
That's a 1.11.4. Sorry about that.
Pretty just as starts here to take off of the curb on the inside. Get validate, he passes a car, she's parked on the side for no reason. There he gets a beautiful exit out of this final corner. He just needs to be careful on the line here as he almost spun last time. Makes it big. Gets a little tow from the car ahead for a lap of Zandvoort.
That was a good lap by Martin there. Beautifully done. Now, we have a Mercedes coming across the line as Mazepin retires from the session.
No.
Yeah, not.
Already?
Yeah, already.
We can only imagine one thing's happened. Iridge is approaching some yellow flags.
Yeah,
Mazepin.
Except it's not in a Haas.
He's Mazepinned it. Mamba!
Wow, what a lap.
Holy moly. G goes P5, just a slight 26 seconds off the pace. Just a little bit of time to be foul. Wow! That explains why everyone's on supers then.
Softs, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, I've been playing too much IGP. We got more yellow, someone else has spun in the middle sector probably. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, it's the final corner. It's a AlphaTauri of Iridge, who's put it in the gravel and he's put it in the wall. Trying to get back on track. Yeah, gonna need a new wing on that bad boy.
Yeah, he does. Right, coming across the line, we have, I think, it's Utkarsh on our lap. Yes, it is. Utkarsh in the Williams. It's not going to be a quick one, but he goes P7, 7 seconds behind the pole sitter.
Utkarsh showing the unbalanced pace of these F1 cars on the game.
Yeah.
Going 7 seconds slower there. Yeah. I remember he was parked on the inside of the track before he started his lap, so it doesn't really help with the temps and the dirt. He's going again for a lap, I think, but yeah. That lap from Mamba is untouchable almost. No one can get near him. 8 temps ahead.
Yeah, that's basically
ahead of his championship rivals.
With that pace.
I don't think GP3 would struggle to get close to a lap time like that.
Maybe. Zana goes up into P2.
I don't remember what GP1 pole was, and I'm not going to check because I'm lazy, but that's very fast.
Yeah, indeed.
6 tenths ahead of the next car. Utkarsh slots himself into P3 with his second run.
Nice, good lap from Mutkash.
Improving by about 6 seconds there.
As we wait on Bossy now to come across the line. In the Haas.
Yeah, Bossy, the man who sets all the fast time trials and somewhat struggles to carry it over to the league race. He kissed the wall on the inside there, I think.
He nearly did. Goes into P9, so it'll be interesting to see if he goes for another run.
He's ran way too deep to go for another run, surely.
Surely. And, even more so, he has James Killer behind him, look.
Yeah, another Red Bull reserve driver. On the medium tyres, so probably just warming up. He might not have had the practice, which is understandable.
Yeah.
It's very... the mediums are very awkward there, as he's almost spun it in turn.
Hold on, we still have a tyre on the bloody track.
8. Yeah, you can blame the other Red Bull for that.
True. And the game. And Codemasters and EA as well. He spins! Oh, James has spun!
He's kept it out of the walls, just about. And mediums are not an ideal qualifying tyre, it would seem.
No.
Scar Adams has made it work somewhat, being just a few tenths off of the likes of Smoke and Bossy.
Yeah.
You got to think about a few tenths is about half a second on other tracks, with how short Zandvoort is.
Come in.
Right. Expect 3 drivers not to settle up in this qualifying. Rage Hunter, trying to remember who the others were. Rage Hunter, Jani, they've both got qualifying bans, and Gogs just doesn't like to qualify. So yeah, don't expect any of them 3 to set any qualifying laps.
Ooh, I'll tell you a driver that is on a lap. Kvyat in the McLaren. Showed some really strong pace in the wet last time out, but didn't quite get
Purple
the
in Sector 2 as well. He's on a good lap. Sector 2, all the twists and turns, that's where the time can be found. So if he had a good Sector 1, this could easily be in the mid-10s, or even in the low 10s. Could be on for a provisional pole position here as he comes up to the line. It's a 10.9, slots into P2 for the McLaren.
Wow, very good lap. The second driver to break into the 110s.
And we almost had a third with J Sarge there. With a 110, 111.0,
thousandths of a second.
Seems the evolution starting to kick in now. Everyone's starting to come out for their second runs now. Do you think people would be able to go for 3 runs with this amount of time left? With an in-lap, hot lap, in-lap, out-lap, hot lap again? So 5 laps in total?
Possibly. It depends on how much fuel you're carrying to go for 2 runs.
Whoa! Bossy runs very deep in the middle sector. Almost
at least he's on an outlap.
He needs to calm it down though, the temps are going to be through the roof.
Up into P8! Perfect timing!
Yeah, I have a beautiful lap from the man who's been in Ireland the past 2 weeks. A question about your race. What did you struggle with the tyre temperatures by any chance?
Yeah, I think I did. It's always a possibility.
Because I remember quite a lot of people have been complaining about the tyre temps, and there's just one simple way to fix that. Lower the damn pressures.
Yeah.
You know? I remember Mambo was talking to me during a practice race. He was struggling for the temps. I asked him what his pressures were, and he's like 25, and I was like, bro. Yeah, it will gain you about half a tenth on straights, but there aren't any straights at Zandvoort, so probably best to lower it to about 22.9, I'd say.
About to come out on the lap. Oliver, guy who won at Hungary, by the way, is on a lap in the McLaren.
I believe Serge has spun on one of his push laps.
Not what he needs. As he goes across the line, P11.
It would be the perfect place if it was going to be a dry race.
Oh, Serge is going slowly on his lap.
Yeah, I think he's just either trying to cool his riz after a spin, or he's just waiting to let everyone through. By everyone, I mean the entire field about 4 times at this pace, but yeah. He's staying out of the way, and I believe someone else just jumped up in the order. Yeah, SFR Martin breaks into the 1 minute 10s with a 1:10.9.
Wow.
Just 8 thousandths behind Givian and McLaren.
Smoke come. Oh, Smoke! I thought Smoke was going to come in. Here he comes into P11. No, P12. Sorry. But we have Surge coming across. Very slow time because it's expected as he went really slowly.
I was wondering why Rage didn't settle up. Then I remembered he had a qualifying ban and he was giving his teammate a lovely tow down the straights.
Right. Lap time.
Nice and
Karsh is starting his lap.
It's a very good exit through turn 3. There's slight wiggle on the exit. Turn 4, keep it flat. Turn 5, keep it to the left. Swing it slightly over to the right here. Bring it back over to the left. Brake just after that yellow Pirelli board. He's kept it very tight to the right side. Swings it across to the left.
Up as well.
Taking a bit more curve there on turn. I've lost count of the amount of turns. Takes that corner beautifully, swing it to the right, just let it wash out wide, then just take a very late apex, go on the power as early as possible, just keep to the left here, brake as soon as you see the curbing on the left here, take half the curb on the inside here, just like that. That's beautiful. Could have taken a bit less speed though, just going to compromise the exit there. And into the final corner, brake at about 20 meters. Don't take too much of that curb, you're going to end up in a wall. This is a very clean lap from the Williams here. This could bump him up in the order quite a bit. Depending on how his first sectors were, and it does!
P2! A 1-2 for Williams! With 5 minutes to go! Okay, we better stay calm.
That middle sector was something.
It was. Oh, it was. It was absolutely beautiful. And so I think we have Kvyat coming towards. No, it was. We have Oliver coming into this. Thought he was going to go for another run then.
Kvyat's still going quicker though. He's found about half a tenth on his previous best, following sector 1.
He could be up. He could be giving Karsh a run for his money here. Well, he is.
He needs to find about a tenth of a second though to be able to do that. He's going to get a nice tow off the Alpha Tauri ahead. iReg, yeah. Oh, very wide.
No,
that's gone.
He invalidates.
Expect to see him into the pits here. He could probably get another run. I would tell you how much time is left, but I don't think we've been able to see the time because there's been yellow flags since about 12 minutes left in the session.
Well, we are going to go on board with James Killer.
The man currently in P17, dead last at the caster set time, although his previous lap time was on mediums. So expect him to be about 6 tenths up on this first sector, I'd say. Let's just scrub as little speed as possible here. We're taking it a bit straighter, 4 tenths up in the first sector. Slight wiggle there through the right-hander. Kick it to the left, swing it to the right, 5th gear. We're taking a bit more curb on the left there. Very good run. Just a slight wiggle there. It's a very early apex. It's going to compromise his exit. You can see how long it took for him to get on the power there. Broke slightly too late into that corner. He's only 6 tenths up on this time. He's going to really struggle to go up the order after this unless he made a big mistake in the final sector. As Shadow's just eating his mic, as you've probably heard. Coming through the final corner.
Anyway, here he comes. Here comes James Killer. He
stays where he is.
Yeah. Where exactly?
Gotta hope he's good in the rain then. Everyone's starting to come out on their final laps now, including our current pole sitter who's about to start his lap again. And he's just completely gone off track and ran over the braking marker.
Ouch. Oh, James Gill. Oh, no.
James Gill's just called it quits, I think.
Oh, that's not really the place
Mamba's
to do
starting
it.
his final lap here.
Never mind.
Very hard to improve.
Yeah. Right, where is Mamba? Oh, yes, there he is.
Through turn 2 now. You get so close to that curb without touching it. That's a talent that very few drivers can have. It reminds me of... I don't want to compare him to this, but it reminds me of Ayrton Senna. You know? Like, he's just able to find the places on the track to carry the speed. I don't want to compare him to that, centre now, and the lap's gone. The lap's gone. Amanda's got to hope that that 1:10.5 is enough for pole.
Torpedo is on a lap.
Oh, someone's phone is ringing.
Yeah, it's mine. Sorry about that.
Yeah, is coming through the first sector. He's a 10th and a half up. That's enough for P2 at the moment. He carries so much speed through that corner. How does he do it in this corner as well? He does. He's taken too much curb though, which is going to cost him. This is what I really like about Torpedo. He takes a lot of entry speed, which he's somewhat able to carry out through the exit of the corner. He can just carry that down straights, which just gains him so much time. He's half a tenth up in the second sector. So the final sector, he's ran a little wide there, but he's able to straighten up the car a lot earlier, which can gain him a little bit of time into the final two corners now. He doesn't make the mistake he made on his last hot lap. He comes around the final corner. He's going to open up the wheel and just pray to improve at this point. Utkarsh can't improve. Neither... Oh, Kvyat can improve. He goes P2.
He does go into P2. Breaks gets himself into a Williams sandwich, but Martin's up on a lap.
Yeah, he's half a tenth up as well. This could be P3 or P2, maybe, depending on how good his final sector is.
Martin. Here comes smoke across the line to go to, where is he? Oh yeah, P15.
P2!
Martin P2! Oi!
Two of the three championship protagonists on the front row. Xander can't improve on his time. But Scar Adams goes P2.
Holy cow!
Wow! A brilliant result from the Mercedes driver who's having a rough season. Bossy's still on a lap, I believe. He's kind of
Bossy's go on board with our pole sitter.
Second and a half down. It's about Rolliver coming up to the line. He's improving by about 3/10 or so. He doesn't. He loses it all in the final sector. Stays P14. Smoke. Yeah, Smoke's not going to improve. He's going about 6 miles an hour through the final corner. That is your grid. I tell you what, Mamba is a qualifying maestro this season. I believe that's his 4th or 5th pole this season now. Stunning from him. It's amazing.
Oof. Yep. That's going to be quali for you.
Right, do you want to run us through the grid, or should I take that privilege?
I'll do it. Right. Here's the full quali grid for the Dutch Grand Prix. We have Mamba on pole with Scar Adams in second, Martin in third with Kvyat in fourth, Utkarsh rounding out the top 5 and 6th, and you've got the Slayer and Surge, J Sarge, Xander, and Ired finishing up on the top 10. And if you look at the rest of the grid, you have SFR, Bossy, Janeji, Dr. Special Energy, SFR Oliver, Mazzaspin, Smoke, James Killer, Rage Hunter, Johnny, and Gogs, bringing up the rest of the grid. Now, the race.
One thing I've noticed about that, I believe P6 to P13 are separated by 0.2 of a second. Just shows how close this qualifying really was. Right, anyways, on to the race, as you said. I'm giving you the honour of going first.
All right.
Who do you think's going to win? It is That's dry.
I think because of
dry.
his pace. Wait, it's dry?
That's dry on my screen.
Yeah, it is. What?
Who said it was a wet quali or a wet race?
Oh my god.
You're all liars. You need to be fired. Go back to Ferrari strategist team. Bossy, go back to Ferrari.
Oh shoot. Right.
Right. Who is going to be on the podium? Nice. Shadow? Hello?
Yeah.
Earth to Shadow? Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, answer my questions then. Please.
Right. If it's a wet race.
Or are you just waiting to see the grid again? Here we go. It's a dry
Oh
race.
my god.
You've been lying
It's
to
either-
us.
It's either a
It's
wet
either gonna
race
start raining.
or it's a dry race.
Hmm. Right. So, having a look at this, I'm going to go first since Tom clearly doesn't want to.
I do, I'm just trying to think about it. That's all.
Huh. Well, normally you're just like bam, bam, bam with them top three, you know?
Oh, I think if it is wet towards late on, and it's still all thereabouts, I'm going to go with him winning this.
Oof.
Mamba in second. And Bossy third.
Alright. I'm going to say the top three, in no order, will be SFR Martin, Mamba Strike, and SAF1 Xander. Oh, this race has a lot of potential, really.
Yeah, it does.
It can kick off on lap one if people are aware of how hard it is to overtake, and lap one is... It is the best chance to overtake. I've just seen rain. It's raining on the formation lap. Boss, he wasn't lying. This is going to get spicy very quickly. You can see the streaks on the track as well. It's getting a lot heavier, but as they come through the final corner. As they come on to the grid. This rain could just make the launch off the grid that much harder as well.
Yeah, it is. Right. Alright, tyre. Anyway, here we go.
You can see how wet the track is all of a sudden.
is.
It's just...
I think it's just a matter.
I can't use my typical British language for the rain, but it's hammered it down all of a sudden. This lap one is going to be chaos.
Here we are, engine res rise. We are waiting for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Right down, away we go. Good start from Scar Adams, who takes the lead heading into turn one. It's all getting... So the midfield's all spread out so far, so clean so far.
Oh!
What's happened?
Mamba got pushed off.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, it's all getting out, getting all feisty in that midfield. As you see Serge going very wide indeed. If he gets a run on Mamba, Scar Adams leads away. Oh, Matterspin retires! Oh no! Contact between Serge and Mamba. 5-second penalty. Oh, I wonder if he'll be getting that appeal.
And they're still fighting under VSC.
That's crazy. What a start this has been.
What a disaster for our pole sitter as well. We just didn't get any launch. And it stopped raining. What? It rained for a minute.
Yeah.
We've been scammed again. I tell you who has won from the start though.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo F1.
Oh yeah.
Where are they gone? Up 4 and up 5 places from the start. That is mental. It's starting to rain again, I believe. Yeah, it's raining once again. It's very on-off. Right, who else has had a good start? Gogs has got up to P15.
Yeah. Restart is underway. This is all, oh, sorry. Scar Adams leads the way from Slayer and J Sargent second and third, and we have, trying to go for a move on Surges. We have a Haas round, and I believe that is Gogs. Yes, it is. Gogs has left the session after on lap 2 of all times. It looks like Xander has gotten himself into a bit of trouble as well. He's falling right down the order. And he has he's lost his wing! Xander's lost his wing, there's 2 cars around! It's Surge and Dr. Special Energy involved! Oh my goodness me, we're missing a lot as we have a McLaren nearly spinning out. Oh my goodness. What is going on this race? Right, let me pick the right car. Ooh, Kvyat comes in. Ooh, yeah. Kvyat is in up into second place now. Maka, you still there, lad? Hello? Sorry about this, guys. Maka is Kvyat, sorry, is starting to close in on that lead. I mean, I accidentally thought I was commentating on GP2 for a second, but no. But anyway, Kvyat is closing up on Scar Adams with the race lead. We've seen in Austria and in Spa how good his pace is in the wet. But is he going to get? Will it be the day where he gets a result for it? As both Red Bulls are out, the VSC for the second time in 3 laps has come out. Oh my goodness me. What on earth is happening here? Oh dear. Oh, okay. Checking the Discord. Corley's internet. So I'm going to be on my own for a bit. As the VSC is still out, James Killer leaves the session, and understandably so. Now, Gogs has come in, although he's in AI now, onto softs. As the top 2, aside from Oliver being on the back of Rage Hunter, is one of the closest battles we have on track right now. As we go on the green, and Kvyat is already on the back of the Mercedes of Scar Adams. Heading into the penultimate corner. As Kvyat has a run on him, he's a 10th down, he's looking to go down the inside, but no. There was not enough room for him to make a move. He had to back out of that. It was not close enough at all, but still stays in P2. I think it's just one mistake from Scar Adams, and that race lead is got to be Kvyat's, surely. As he does go for it. He's down the inside. Kvyat, oh, contact between Kvyat and Scar Adams as Kvyat goes into the wall. Oh no! The commentator's curse has struck yet again. Oh, disaster for Kvyat. I think in that situation I'd be kicking myself. But oh my god. Anyway, with that battle for the lead sadly over, we're going to go on board with Bossy, who's on the back of iReg for P3. Right, here comes. We have Martin, who has the fastest lap of the race. There's Bossy now. Still on the back of it, but we have Janeji moving up into P7. Much to Kvyat's expense, and Mamba's expense as well, because he had that 5 second. I think he had that 5 second penalty to clear. Or has picked up wing damage. Oh, he has picked up wing damage! This is disaster for Mamba in the driver's title race! As he comes in, and he's down in P17 already. So a long way back for Kvyat and Mamba. As we see Bossy now, already on the back of, still on the back of iReg. And on to another battle we will get on board of now, is the one for P8, as we have Surge leading that one, with Zander, Dr. Special Energy, Rage Hunter, SFR Oliver, and possibly J Sarge, not far behind. So, how will they play this out? Oh, Surge has left the session. Must be connection. Yeah. Surge does go into P8, with an AI Surge falling down the order, which is not going to help his cause whatsoever. As we have Oliver looking for a move down the outside of Rage Hunter. What a move! Oliver goes into P11, takes the outside of Rage Hunter. Wow! This has been quite a race so far. Zander up into P8, but he's also on. But he has Dr. Special Energy in the AlphaTauri in hot pursuit. As Oliver goes up into P10 thanks to Surge's AI car. Yeah. We have Oliver on the back of Energy. Still, Zander started to pull away. In fact, I think we might have missed something that's happened to Dr. Special Energy here. As we have Oliver still in hot pursuit. Oh, he got a bit loose there, but catches it well. And meanwhile, we have Bossy still on the back of iReg, and the Slayer, who had a disastrous weekend last time out, had a potential race win taken away from him after the incident between him, Martin and Kvyat on the last safety car, second to last safety car restart is up into P5, and he's in that fight for P3. Ooh, places are being traded. Oliver down the inside of Energy. Energy looking to get the run to hold the position. Oh, contact made. Might have been a 50-50 there. And Oliver spins out! Into the wall he goes! Disaster for McLaren in their fight with McLaren. Oh man, this wet race is really going off. As the top four, as we have Iraj, Bossy and Slayer still battling on. And now, J-Sarge is in a position to attack the AlphaTauri for that last point spot. As we go on board with him now, I think Energy clearly got a much better exit than the J-Sarge did, but anyway, back to our top to the battle for third, as we still have Bossy, although Iraj is starting to pull away a bit. I think he's either Bossy's overused whatever as he has, or Iraj is just biding his time. Now we have Utkarsh about to overtake an AI surge. Right. As we have, I think Iraj has started to create a little bit of a gap on Bossy again, like I've mentioned. Hold on, there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. I think someone's gone off, and it's Oliver. Oliver's gone off into the gravel. Carl, you see how twitchy that McLaren is getting as a result. He is struggling bad in this, and he also has wing damage as well. And if you take a look, yeah, he has wing damage. He cuts across the track. That's probably going to get him a 5-second penalty. Oh dear. This is not this race. For McLaren this week, you know when you have one of those races as a team where everything just goes against you. It just goes against you. And it's been one of them for McLaren. As we have Slayer still on the back of Bossy. Hello.
What on earth has happened?
Oliver's retired in the pits.
Oh dear. I've missed a fair bit of action, haven't I?
Oh, there's a Ferrari off, and it's Johnny! Johnny's gone off in the gravel trap at the end of Sector 1, at the beginning of Sector 2. No damage to the car, though.
Newsflash.
Yeah?
It stopped raining.
Wow. That was brief.
It was. It's about, what, 15 minutes maybe?
Yeah, around that.
Looked like it could have been full wets at around about 5, but no, we'll be on slicks by about lap 17, I'd say.
Yeah.
Depending on how quickly the track wants to drive. The gap with Martin and Adams has sort of stayed the same, really, about 4 seconds, 4.5.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Adams very controlled.
Yeah, he is. He's having a very good race right now. We'll be right back.
This is Iraj having a race of his life in P3 after he started, if I can find it, after he started P10 or P11, so very good drive from him at the moment. He's pulling away from Bossy as well in these drying conditions. Bossy seems to be struggling on those partially worn inters, which really takes a lot of demand out of the rear tyres, which you don't want in the wet. So if you don't have that rear grip, you are going to spin out quicker than you can say spinada. Yeah, having a look at some battles, I have no idea what Tom's left the camera on, so I'll just describe to you what I can see. JSR just catching Dr. Special Energy at 8 knots, but struggling to get past with the nature of the track. Karsh has managed to work his way up into P12 at the expense of some spinners and some crashes. With the likes of Oliver, Serge and Gianni all having their issues with disconnects and spins. Xander can't get past Janeji after he breezed past a few other cars. I believe he still has the fastest lap, but the track will start to dry up, as shown with Gideon's fastest lap there. Yeah, just everyone's struggling to overtake this track, because there's going to be a drying line, and if you go slightly off that line, you're likely to be spinning, which you don't want here because of how close the barriers are. It's the Monaco at the seaside. Drivers starting to get a bit more confident, running some higher revs, taking a bit more curb in some places. Still avoiding the curbs you'd avoid in the dry, of course, but yeah, everyone's starting to gain their confidence again as the track dries. And it's starting to become a 4-car battle for P6 now, with Smoke, Janeji, Xander and Rage all starting to get involved. We can only say what a disastrous race it's been for Repulsor Mamba. Spun round, I believe, in lap 2, and currently P15. Just on the back of Gianni, not able to get through. It's just been really poor from him at the moment. So we got Serge and Gog still out of the session, not able to come back. Ira just holding his pace to SFR Martin, who's starting to be gapped by Sky Adams now. His gap's just gone over 5 seconds there.
Yeah, it has. Meanwhile, we have a battle for P10 still. Oh, actually, no. We've got
and the P6.
four-car train.
Yeah, no one can get past due to the nature of Zandvoort.
No.
Someone's gonna have to get their elbows out, show the size of their cojones, like go for a move down the inside here, around the outside into turn 1. Because you can't go for a move on straights, apparently, as we've seen what happened with Kvyat.
Yeah.
So you got to do it in the corners, which is equally risky. The lap times aren't really tumbling, so the track can't really be drying that much. So, yeah. Oh, Special Energy's in the wall in the final corner.
Winged. He's lost his full wing as well, so he's going to have to come in and pit.
Does he go bold? Does he put on slicks early? It's way too greasy.
Yeah, I agree. It's too much of a risk.
He is putting on slicks. Oh no, he's putting up sediments on, sorry.
And he's still trying to fit on that wing. Right. Now we have Slayer battling Bossy for P4. I think Ira has pulled up a very... He's pulled up a pretty big lead on mine.
There you go. Yeah, he's
Apologies
probably about
waffle.
2-3 tenths a lap quicker at the moment.
Yeah.
But there goes my phone. But he's still slower than Martin, who's slower than Adams.
SFR braking. Bossy drops his phone.
Bossy?
I mean, Macaulay drops his phone. I've just completely messed up the joke there. But...
Oh dear. Cry about it.
Oh dear. Oh well.
No one can seem to get a good enough exit out of the final corner. He'll get a little twitch.
No, they don't. There's Rage Hunter still on the back of Alexander.
Oh, Janeji and Smoke are getting a little bit argy-bargy. Janeji using his head. This is going to get feisty. Rage and oh!
Xander's gone! We've completely missed that on camera, but the safety car is out.
I somewhat saw what happened. I'll try to explain as best as I can. So we saw that Xander was basically pushing Genetchi through the corner here. That limited his exit speed, and Rage just came breezing round the outside, and it was tyre face to tyre face, really. Yeah. And with that corner's nature anyway, if you put too much power on, you're likely to spin. Xander's taken an early trip to Barrier. He's had a really poor October, to be fair. A really unlucky October with the crash at Spa last week, and now this.
I mean, on the topic of bad luck, I think I think the McLarens have not been able to catch a break today. Like, Kvyat was fighting with Sky Adams on a race lead and crashed. He's worked his way back up to P11 gradually.
Oliver spun in the final corner, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He retired in the pits a few laps later. As we have a few drivers coming in, Bossy and Slayer, what are they going to go on?
Inters and Inters.
Inters?
Sarge's coming in again. Yeah, the track just isn't drying out. I've seen a lot of cars in the pits. We've got to see slicks at some point, right? Another set of Inters for Sarge.
Yeah, surely.
Utkarsh puts on mediums. Here we go. This is going to get interesting. Kvyat's coming to the pits, put on another set of Inters.
Yeah.
This strategy could be race winning, possibly, for Utkarsh, if he catches the safety car and the call for slicks comes out. The track still looks too greasy, though. I believe that the latest patch updated how long it takes for the track to dry out, as it was something obscene, like half a lap at times. But yeah. As I say that, the track riding on board with Utkarsh seems bone dry. All of a sudden.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to get interesting. I'm expecting to see quite a few cars into the pits. As Martin's slowed up for no reason, and he's got a time penalty.
5-second penalty! Oh! Well,
he was on pace with Adams, and then he just dropped back about 5 seconds.
Wow.
He must have got the catch-up call,
and
didn't. As into the pits comes,
that has
everyone.
got to be appealed post-race.
I mean, it was a bit of a... I don't know whereabouts Martin was on track in relation to Adam, but if he was behind him and then gapped 5 seconds, it is a bit
unfair.
Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, it's not really 10 car lengths, is it? So
no.
It'll be debated, safe to say.
Yeah, the penalty has been cleared, but
yeah, so it doesn't matter now. But
yeah.
What it has done is dropped him behind Ireg, who is in a net P2.
Yeah, definitely.
Ireg having the race of his life.
Kvyat is on the softs now. Can he work his way back
that
up?
Before as well, so it's really not worked out for the McLaren there.
No. Now the question is, we're on lap 18 now. Do you think you can take these softs to the end, or is it going to be? Or do you think you'd have no choice but to pit on to a fresh set of tyres?
You'd need a lot of stoppages during the race to be able to take softs 18 laps. Yeah. So you've got to bank on more safety cars and things like that. Just pray, because we're only just halfway through the race now, believe it or not. Yeah, so Smoke, Bossy and Slayer all stayed out on Inters. I'm expecting to see them peel into the pits, which will drop them way down the order, as Smoke is cheating.
What?
Smoke has just overtaken the safety car to go a lot faster into the pit lane.
Oh, that would be interesting to see what happens in the sewers. Now, what is he going to go on?
We were told to be unbiased, but I'm going to be stunned if that's not a penalty.
Maybe. You might be right, you might be wrong on that, but...
On my screen, he's just completely overtaken the safety car
Energy
and
has a 5 second
to
speeding in the pit lane.
I mean, it didn't help him either, as he still dropped to the back of the train. I don't... What was the point of that?
I don't know.
Bossy and Slayer still haven't pitted. What are they doing? The track is bone dry. It's just... It's a very interesting strategy call, safe to say, during the safety car. I don't know if Bossy wanted to lead the race or something, but he's gonna get swallowed up by the rest of the pack.
Exactly. It's just going to be a matter of time until...
Is there anyone else on Inters? There is. Mamba and J-Sarge are still on Inters. P8 and 9.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know the conditions on track, but it
Smoke
looks
is going to
completely
be
dry.
I think Kvyat is going to be... I mean, if all the Inter runners are going to be in at the same time...
Scar Adams and iReg are on softs as well, so
yeah.
if it is green to the end, Martin could win this race quite easily.
Yeah.
As Slayer is running in neutral on my screen, which is interesting. Bossy is really holding the pack up, and I think Scar Adams might have hit Slayer. He has. He's hit iReg as well. They both pick up penalties.
Yeah.
As Bossy's just he's taking his time. He's going through the final corner before flooring it, which is smart with how hot those tyres can get on a bone dry track. So, is he going to dive into the pits or is he going to go? He is. He's going to go, and
he's gone.
Slayer and Bossy have got penalties. Have collided.
No!
And Janechi rages.
iReg is left in a bad spot there.
Swapping. iReg has got ahead of...
Oh, wing damage!
Where's Martin?
Scar Adams is out of the race! What happened? What has happened?
We've got about 18 cars fighting in turn 3 there.
Wow.
And iReg...
What has happened? I think we've missed a lot.
He's in the lead.
iReg is in the lead. Exactly, he is in the lead.
Oh my god,
goodness.
look at
And Rachel is in second!
Look at this!
What is this?
Look at the battle for P4. P2
Holy
even.
cow. The Interrunners are just falling down the order. They have to pit in now.
I don't get why they didn't pit though. It makes no sense. We've got another spinner somewhere. It's Mamba. Mamba's beached on the curb. He's beached. He's had to reset.
Oh my goodness me! This is all going to hell.
Dry. There's no grip.
Holy! No, I'm not going to say it.
I mean, you usually do at this point, but yeah, Rage Hunter's in the lead. We didn't even notice.
Yeah, he is. Could he be on for his first win of the season? Johnny
the
comes in.
reigning champion showing he's still got it. Battle for P2 here with Janeji and iReg.
Here comes Janeji and iReg, still fighting for position.
It's raining again.
What?
It's raining.
This race just doesn't want to make up its mind.
I understand why they stayed out now.
Wow.
It makes...
Massive accident as Martin hits the wall after colliding with Janeji. Oh my goodness me.
Oh my goodness. The championship leader is out.
This could prove disastrous for Alpine. Although,
I'll tell you what.
Serge is back in the session now. Yeah, continue.
If it gets a lot more damp, Bossy is a genius.
Yeah, this could have 100 IQ play written all over it.
This has 10,000 IQ play written all over it.
Yeah.
It didn't look bone dry. It was bone dry. And they must have banked on more safety cars.
This game, it's like you don't know what you're gonna get.
I tell you what, we're being treated today. iReg is in the pits. I think they're just serving our penalties, or they're putting on Inters again. Let's have a look. They are. They're putting Inters back on. This race has just turned on its head for the 5th time. With Mamba and Slayer's spin, they're not going to gain. They stayed out on Inters, they risked it. Mamba's going to gain a little.
Janeji and Rayton to both stay out. Now, is that the right decision?
Mamba's moved up into P7.
But his problem, though, he is on very old Inters.
Yeah, but the thing is, he is on Inters, so he's still going to gain a few places. Mamba's going to be in P4 by the end of the safety car if Rage, Janeji and Smoke all pit.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say Surge is back in the session?
Yeah, he is. He left the session earlier.
Oh my. That's... Sorry, that's a recovery and a half.
Yeah, no.
Safety cars have helped him, to say the least. Right, the only car who hasn't hit their inters, who hasn't taken off his inters or put them back on since it first started raining is Mamba. His tyres are 11 laps older than anyone else's on the entire track, with Bossy and Sarge's tyres being 4 laps old. What?
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 Oh my god!
No.
What is this game?
I thought Rage overtook the safety car. What?
What?
Eh? What's just happened? Sarge can't overtake. Gox can't overtake either because he's disconnected, but... What on earth? What's just happened?
What in the...
What did he do?
What? I don't know. That's what I want to know. Yeah,
what happened?
if you thought Spa last week was cursed...
What?
Then, wow. You know what? Shall we just...
I'm so confused.
Macaulay.
What just happened?
Oh, that's what... If you thought this week, if you thought last week was cursed, then this week has just gotten even worse, because one moment it stops raining, next moment it continues, it starts raining again, and then next thing you know, someone who ends up in a good position crashes out. So, shall we just do our what we came up with last week of this car versus that?
These are some pretty fast cars, to be fair.
Yeah. All safety cars in this one.
Some cars are on medium tyres, but most cars are on intermediates. And most cars are doing the right thing being on intermediates, you know? But the car in first place... I tell you what, if it stops raining, I'm gonna go berserk if it stops raining again.
Oh my god! If it
As
stops,
we get ready to go on a restart, this car is backing things up.
Yeah.
Janegi's getting ready to go. He was in Ireland about 2 days ago, and now he's leading the Dutch Grand Prix. And so here we go. Let's go racing again. The traction.
From a holiday to the race lead.
Yeah, Smoke's coming into the pits. He's calling quits on the mediums. This is going to get hectic.
Oh yeah, it is definitely.
Janegi holds P1. Tell you what, the mediums might still be quicker for now, because Janegi's starting to gap.
Wow.
And Janegi is really starting to pull away. He's got a second already, so if it dries up... Good lord.
I know.
Yeah, Smoke drops down to effectively last, because Gogs is no longer in the session, but... Let's have a look. We've got Lukash being overtaken by the ghost of Gogs there.
However, Janegi is increasing that lead.
Yeah, it's odd because it looks...
Well, the question
it looks
is...
really greasy.
If it's getting worse, do you think he's going to create enough time for him to come in for inters and still be in a decent position?
I don't know. I really don't know. He's 4 seconds a lap quicker.
Ooh, look at this. Mamba and Gavia, after carnage early on in the race, have bounced back to P5 and P6.
Yeah, Mamba, the man who was beached on a curve there. He's on the wrong beach. He should be in the one just a couple 100 metres away from the racetrack.
Yeah.
He's recovered beautifully.
He has.
Some miraculous recoveries. We've got the likes of Utkarsh, Surge, Mamba, Givia, as you've said. And yeah, it's just very interesting.
Oh yeah, true.
And I'm still stunned.
J Surge goes down the inside. Oh, he takes Bossy out. He must have gone a bit loose and just caught Bossy. Always a risk going wheel to wheel in that section of the track in the wet.
Yeah, Bossy struggled to re-enter the track there as well. So what turned out that could have been a race win is now going to be a battle to stay in the points.
Oh yeah.
Even though there's
You
only
have to
3
be on the
cars that aren't
inside of
going to score
Bamba.
points in this race.
He's going for
He's
it.
made a mistake.
Gets the elbows out. Mamba's not giving
contact.
up. State gets P4.
Getting very argy-bargy there.
1 place between him and the podium spot.
I'm
Now,
going to have a look at the interval gap to see...
holy
the gap to the leader.
DRS is enabled.
Enabled, did you say, or disabled?
Enabled. It's still showering it, but
Jineji could be the smartest man alive.
yeah, true.
As the Slayer's coming into, cars are coming into the pits.
Sheesh.
If this is what I think it is...
Oh my,
Oh my
God.
goodness, they're putting on dries.
Oh no, don't, you've got to be joking.
They're changing wings as well, but Slayer's come in to put on mediums. Bossy's put on another set of inners.
J-Sarge is closing in slowly on
Yeah.
Jineji. And you can still see the amount of rain that's out on track.
It's really odd.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, you know?
No.
Like, Jineji's getting beautiful traction in some corners, and other corners he's getting no
Yeah,
traction.
he's up into P3. He's looking to go into P3. Side by side from Surge. Surge, bang,
Contact.
gets the
Surge
inside.
has got-
Oh, he goes round.
There was contact as well. I think Mamba's lost his wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mamba's got wing damage.
Oh no, Mamba being caught up in that. In all fairness, I think Surge was not clearly.
Iridge just slammed into
He
the back
is.
of Mamba as well.
He has. Thing is, I thought Surge was, to be fair to Surge, he didn't want to give up that position. But
Oh.
it was hard. It was hard for him to keep hold of that, especially with the run that Kvyat had.
There's going to be quite a few stewards and McCrary, safe to say,
Yeah.
this race.
This race has been nothing but a bloodbath.
Yeah, 100%. I think if you're Jineji, you just have to pit now.
Yeah, you
Like
might
Sarge
as
is
well.
catching 3 seconds on that now.
Yeah, Joe Sarge
Like,
as well,
we're-
but
we're
Kvyat is
also
as well,
the
because look at this! My prediction could still be very much alive, you know.
My prediction is all 3 drivers are out of the race. But yeah, let's go. All but Mamba, who's in P10.
Yeah.
This race has really shaken up the order because we're not seeing the people we'd expect to see in the top 5. Instead, we're seeing them in position DNF.
Very true.
Yeah, Jineji's got no pace. J Sarge and Kvyat are going to be right on the back of him.
Ooh. Joe Sarge was thinking about it, look.
Oh, that's bold!
Joe Sarge does get the move,
inside.
but is Kvyat going to get a run on him? No DRS, but he has the slipstream. Here he goes down the inside.
inside.
Is he going to get the move done? Yes, he is. Still side by side. Is he going to be clear? Yes, he is. Hold on. Yes, he is.
Still there, still there!
Kvyat still has taken the race lead of this Grand Prix. Oh my goodness me.
Rain Master, that is Fletcher. Unbelievable. I don't believe I saw SFR Oliver leave the session either, so
Yeah,
we've got a race engineer
Yeah.
situation, I think.
he has to be. It could
We
be.
know how much the 2 McLaren support each other on
Yeah,
and off track.
definitely, mate. Absolutely. I think that's our closest battle for the moment. But
It's Jineji pit. Jineji did pit.
yeah, he's pit. He's in P8 now.
I tell you someone who's had a very quiet race. The man in P3, Gianni.
Yeah, he has. Fair play
He
to
had
him.
an amazing
After a
recovery.
quali ban, and also Utkarsh as
Yeah.
well.
Just benefiting off of everyone else's
He's gone off the
misfortune.
Yeah. With both Aston Martin struggling, but with smoking P9, this could be good for Williams. Although J Sarge is in second at the moment.
And Bossy's just what could have been, really. For
Yeah.
Bossy. He'll be kicking himself in Discord chats.
Yeah, he would.
He knows that if he kept it on track, he could have had this race won. Yeah, well, there's a decent battle for P4 at the moment with iReg and Utkarsh. It's just a matter of the first to make a mistake, really. Dr. Special Energy's looking to get involved as well. He's in the running for a top 4 finish. Does anyone have a corner cutting penalty? No, they don't. Really impressive as well. As Utkarsh just made a slight mistake, Special Energy's got a very good run. He's not able to send it up the inside. It's a smart move, really. Just biding his time. There's still 7 laps left in this race. Kvyat is really flying. He's gapped Sarge by about a second this lap. 1.5 seconds. He's still got a load of battery. He's got about 75% compared to about 50 for Sarge.
Oh, Energy looking to go down the inside of Utkarsh.
Keep it clean, boys.
Side by side. They do keep it clean, and Utkarsh sticks his nose out in front.
All this is doing is it's heaven for iReg, really, because he's able to just relax. You know?
Definitely, mate.
Focus on getting the car ahead instead of looking in his mirrors and what's behind him.
Yeah, Utkarsh is slowly closing up. Well, he was.
Yeah.
Is he not? I honestly do not know.
Nice gap Special Energy. This is the only battle we've got, really, is Kvyat's gone. Johnny's slowly starting to catch J-Sarge. Yeah, this battle for P4 between an AlphaTauri sandwich and the Williams as the meat is starting to spice up.
Yeah.
Looks like Utkarsh is going to take his turn to make a move into turn 1 this time.
Yeah.
It all depends on the run through the corners. iReg goes very wide. They go on power beautifully there.
6 laps to go. As we have Utkarsh now closing up on iReg.
It's not close enough.
No. I think it's just going to be a matter of time to get him though. If he can keep it clean.
I find it funny that the only person who's going to be closing the championship gap is the P3 man in the championship, Mamba, who's going to close it by 1 point.
Yeah, definitely.
At this point.
Crazy as well. But I tell you what though, in the Constructors, I think the big winner of this race, despite the fact that they only have 1 car on track, is McLaren. Yeah, because going into this race, they were 1 point behind Mercedes in that fight for the top 5. But even if Kvyat were to suddenly somehow fall down to P10, only getting, well, actually fall down to P9, they'd be overtaking Mercedes anyway.
Do not curse them, stop talking, don't say anything more about that.
Right.
We know what we're like with our curses. Utkarsh has fallen back from iReg. He was right on his turn, must have made a mistake in the
he's
final
closing
few
up
corners. I tell you someone who is closing though. The Ferrari of Gianni on Sarge for P2. He's closed about a second in the last 2 laps, and he's got a lot of battery left, compared to Sarge having almost none.
Yeah.
So this battle for the top 2 could spice up.
That is a very good point.
Spinner in sector 3.
Must be Bossy with Gogs.
I can't see it.
Actually,
it must
no,
be just a
it's not. I don't
temporary
think it
yellow,
is
someone running wide.
It is yeah, it has to be Gogs.
Oh well.
Yeah, he's still in AI, but back on
Sarge
topic.
Sarge really seems to be
Johnny
struggling in
P2,
these conditions. I just remembered something. Do you remember our interviews in Hungary when the McLarens had a 1-2, and I set Kvyat a certain goal.
Yeah.
Where I set him the goal to win a race.
Yeah. 4 laps to go now.
Yeah. He's closing in.
Yeah, he is.
He's getting there. Wow, that's very wide from J-Sarge there, but it's worked out somewhat because he's straightened up the car almost instantly. Got on the power beautifully, and yeah. It's very creative lines from some drivers here in the wet. Are there any other battles anywhere? Janegi's caught up to the back of Surge. That could get spicy in the final few laps. Mamba's caught up to the back of Smoke. Yeah. Kosh is.
This has got to be one of the craziest seasons we've had in SFR Folklore in any division.
Yeah, you'd say that Hungary when it happened was the most mental race of the season in any division.
True.
It's been topped by 2 races. We've only had 2 races since.
No. Meanwhile, we have Kvyat coming towards the final lap of this race. No, the final 3 laps.
I was going to say.
Sorry about that. It feels like it because this race has gone by so quickly.
If you were Johnny, would you go for P2 or would you just try and secure the podium at this point?
Secure the podium, but only go for it if J-Sarge makes a mistake.
Surge and Janeji are battling. Notice.
Yeah.
They were ghosted for a second inside of each other though.
Yeah.
Keep it PG.
Oh, for God's sake.
This is inviting Smoke and Mamba into the battle as well.
Yeah.
This is going to get very interesting towards the end.
Oh, it is.
So we're all about within a second of each other. I'm having a look at the telemetry and the lap data. iReg has 30% battery, Utkarsh has 100. So I don't know if Utkarsh is saving it for a final lap onslaught or...
Yeah, maybe.
Which is smart, but...
Always a risk.
You gotta remember that this track is very short,
go down
so...
to 2 to go.
You're just counting down laps now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You want to get these questions done.
It's been quite a chaotic race, so to say.
Oof. Smoke just kissed the wall on the exit there.
Ooh. Does he have damage?
He's got damage. It was just a brush, really.
No damage.
It was a brush that spat his car out into the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all of those retirees and what this race... I shouldn't be saying it for what this race could have been. It's already been mental enough, but if the likes of Martin and Adams, who were in the battle for the win for pretty much the entire race, stayed in this race, what could have happened?
Who knows?
You know?
I know.
But it has opened up for a lot of stories, you know, like Kvyat was in a wall partway through the race. Pretty sure Johnny was in a wall. iReg has just been consistent this entire race. He's up there for driver of the day.
Oh, I agree. One more to go.
As well as our race leader. Race leader is on the final lap.
As we have Johnny on the back of J-Sarge for P2. He's looking. He's thinking about it, but no, he's not.
Smart from him. He knows he can't afford just losing the front wing. Although he's got nothing to lose.
Oh no! Oh, no! He's just thrown it away.
Oh, why did I have to speak?
Why do we have to speak?
Just sack us. Get new commentators.
The Ferrari has the GP3 curse is continuing for Ferrari, who struggled last season. and have looked to be struggling again this season. Especially now that Colours is gone. I think he's gone up to a new division, hasn't he?
Yeah, Colours is in Division 1.
Oh, yeah. He's in Division 1 now, so... We have an uphill task for Aridu now. But as we come to the final 3 corners, here he comes. Kvyat, the Rainmeister, comes towards the last corner of the track on the home straight and becomes the 9th different winner in 11 races in SFR this GP3 this season and wins the Dutch Grand Prix. J Sarge comes home in a comfortable P2, and Ireg, his first podium of the season in P3 with Utkarsh in 4th, Energy in 5th, Johnny heartbreakingly in 6th place, Surge in 7th, who has Genetti on the back of him. This could be close. Surge gets up at P8. Smoke in P8, Mamba in 9th, Surge gets the final point as we have Bossy now coming towards the last 3 corners of what could have been, honestly. If you can get the top 3 in, that would be lovely, but ladies and gents, do let us know who you think your driver of the day is in the comments below. What a night.
What a race.
I know.
My oh my. Right, let me find everyone, add players. Let's go to our top 3, play together. Hey, I'm smart with this. Ireg, Kvyat Torpedo, and J Sarge. Yes. Yeah, I thought it was a Slayer for a second. Right, let's get them in.
Yeah.
Right, they're all in.
Okay. Bossy leads the session. Wow, what a race it was.
Alright,
anyway.
You asked the chat, but I'm gonna ask you. Who's your driver of the day?
Oh, I'd say that's a tough one. I think we can. I'd say this is going to be a close one, but I'd say Kvyat shown some great pace in this race to come back from all that adversity after the contact with Scar Adams. But anyway, on to the result now. Kvyat takes home his first win of the season, and that ensuring that both McLarens have got to win this season, as J Sarge comes home in a comfortable P2. Ireg kept it out of trouble all race, comes home in a well-deserved P3, as we have Utkarsh in P4, Energy rounding out the top 5, good race for him. Johnny heartbreakingly in P6, what could have been for him today had he not gone for it with J Sarge on the last lap. Janeji in P7, Smoke in P8, retaining some points for Aston Martin. Mamba in 9th, Surge in 10th, securing, which has only scraped 1 point in a disastrous event of proceedings for Alpine in the Constructors, as we have Bossy in 11th, Slayer in 12th, Gogs in 9th, and then retirees you have Rage Hunter, Martin, Scar Adams, Zander, Oliver, James Giller, and of course Mazepin on lap 1. Oh my goodness.
My oh my.
That's got to
we
be...
can breathe.
Yeah, we can breathe. Let's just go into the showroom before we can start interviews. Now,
I'm pretty sure I don't have to remind you guys, but please make sure that your audio is set to share, so we're not talking to no one on the stream, because that would be pretty cringe.
Yeah, you're talking out loud a bit. Holy.
Holy indeed. Right. Our race winner.
Yeah.
Is a McLaren. I set him the goal of winning a race this season. He's done it within 2 races. What a legend. How do you feel, boss man?
I'm happy about it, obviously. It's always good. This is my first win in SFR. I've been trying to get it for a while. It was really hard going from dry to wet to dry to wet. I was maybe a little bit too over-aggressive in the incident with Scar, trying to get the move done a bit too early. But it was good to fight back for the field and eventually get a 9-second lead?
Yeah,
7, something like that.
So yeah, it was pretty comfortable in the last 10 laps.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that that incident with Sky.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you were in a wall. You didn't have a front wing.
Yeah.
What did you think you could salvage out of this race when that happened?
Well, Oliver was my race engineer, so fair enough to him. He was keeping me going for the whole race. What it was, I was coming out of the just out of the first sector, you go for the bankment and the left-hander, and I had a good run on Scar, and I thought maybe I could slip down the inside. I left it maybe a bit too late to back out, and I'm just like I hit the wall. But I pit for the inter tyre, and then I came back out on track, and I saw I was gaining on I think it was Utkarsh quite rapidly. I remember. So I thought, well, I might be in with a chance here, and I just carried on with it, and eventually, yeah, I got there. I got the win.
Yeah. With both McLarens going up into P, making both wins this season, that takes McLaren in the constructors up into P5 above Mercedes. Do you think you can really make a late push in the constructors title race?
I mean, I don't want to say anything. I mean, Oliver are just taking it one race at a time and just taking it how it goes. But me and Oliver get on really well. We understand each other. We both have our different strengths and weaknesses. So we're happy as a team, and we're just going to take it a race at a time. And maybe by the end of the season, we're up there.
Love that. Heading into Monza, how are you feeling around there?
I feel okay. I'm always going to prefer the wet race, because that's where I just feel like I feel like that's just where my pace naturally is. But I'll just see what happens. Monza, obviously, it's just literally a toe fest, so we'll just see what happens, and we'll just take it how it comes.
Congratulations again.
Congrats, mate.
Thank you.
Slayer in there.
Slayer?
Sarge.
J Sarge.
Oh, J Sarge, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that.
Same thing that I thought at first.
I know it's usually him.
Yeah, sorry.
Ouch.
Congratulations on the P2.
Thank you.
Fair to say it's been a rather consistent race for you.
Yeah, well, me and Slayer got an awesome start. I think we got up to second and third from lap corner 2, and then we knew it was going to rain. So I was like, right, just wait to pit, and then I had to double step behind him, and I made a mistake. So I was like, I tried to pass him on lap 2, and then we just messed it up royally. So yeah, I ended up being last on inters, and then I knew it was going to keep raining. So when everyone pitted for dries, I was like, no, I'm staying on wets all the time. And then it was looking like the wrong choice, and then the second safety car came out, and I was like, thank God for that.
Yeah, we definitely thought it was the wrong choice. And
It was. The inter tyre wasn't good until the last 10 laps. It was terrible. So
I'm not going to say anything on Tom's point, but I was calling the people who stayed out on inters as well idiots.
Yeah, it was looking. It's because Jeff was saying rain imminent, and I was like, well, where is it then? Where is it? But yeah, no, we was listening to Jeff every corner, but he wasn't convinced. So. Yeah, but you know, 2 safety cars really helped me in my race. But I think I didn't have the pace for Kvyat on P1. He did a fantastic move into turn 1, and I had nothing on the tyres. I had 50% wear, so I was absolutely a sitting duck. But I was happy with the result, and everyone fell off the track in front of me. So.
Yeah. I think with the Slayer finishing low down, I think you do get a bit of a slender lead. I think you do regain the lead in the Constructors race, title race. Possibly. Might be wrong on that. But,
yeah, I think Alpine didn't score any points today, did they?
Alpine scored 1 point.
1 point. Yeah, so we'll take that. That's a good result. I mean, Martin got the win last week.
Closes the gap at least.
So,
but
yeah, I'm happy with that. As long as we have a little inter-team, I've got to beat Serge and Slayer's got to beat Martin. That's our little Perez Verstappen kind of moment.
Yeah.
So.
Heading into Monza, how are you feeling around there?
Last race I did, it was wet dry like this one, so I'd just be happy for a dry race, to be fair. Yeah. I'm bored of wet races. So.
I don't remember the last time GP3 had a dry race.
Oh, yeah,
Hungary.
So, yeah. So, yeah, Monza's a lottery at the best times. You just got to get a toe and hang in with some people and make a mate on track and stay there till the end, I think.
Bit of a odd question, but you know when you load into the race, like you're on the grid, and you look at the weather, How did that look? Because I can imagine it must have been like wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry.
Yeah,
throughout.
so in the pits it said dry start and then wet and then really wet and then not so wet. It never said it was going to dry up in the middle. So that was a surprise. And then so it was 67% rain for the middle sector. So I knew it was always going to be a wet race. So we just stuck it out, put a wet setup in qualifying, and then went through it.
Yeah.
Smart decision. The wet setup.
Yeah, well, Slayer always looks and he always tells me what to do, so I just follow.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Alright, congratulations again, you
Congrats,
two.
mate.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Alright, I think that's going to be it for this week's action of GP3. Macaulay, thank you for joining me on the comms box again.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. And ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, do leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe so you can check out all the action across SFR and all 5 divisions. And also follow us on our social media pages such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And if you're interested in joining the league, be sure to find us on Grid Finder. And once you're there, you'll be able to find our Discord. And as soon as you're in the server, one of our beautifully presented directors will be in touch with you as soon as possible to figure out where your pace is. Now, this is Shadowlands 29, Maka, and the worldwide celebration that is GP3 signing off.